What is up, friends, YouTube and motorcycle enthusiasts? This is Accelerate coming at you with an updated bike review. So as many of you guys know, I did a review on my friend Chad's 2019 CRF250F, and this is it right in front of me. So since then, I gotta say that video has gotten a lot of views, and I will also say that you guys ask a lot of questions about the bike. Rightly so. It's a very cool bike. As I said in the original review, is that I really like this bike. It's perfect for a lot of different types of riders. It's not a super serious, super powerful bike, which is great. It's not a super expensive $11,000 European enduro machine, which is also great. The other thing is it's a Honda, which means it's going to be reliable. So they updated it, just like I said before. It is fuel injected. It's now a 250 properly, and this is a great bike. So why am I revisiting this? Well, Chad has been riding this bike more, and he got to do some mods. So finally, it looks like a company had got together and made some new upgrades. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about number one, the upgrades, and number two, how great the bike is, because I'm going to ride it. So first and foremost, what are the upgrades and where do they come from? So I'll start from the bars down. We have a Protaper Upgraded Bar, which I think he may have had on there initially. One of the first upgrades he did is, this should look familiar. This is a Righteous Metal Stunt clutch. And what this does is really lightens the throw of the cable pull. I actually had this same setup on my YZ, I think 250FX. No. Yeah, it might have been either 125 or 250, I can't remember, but I sold this to Chad. He loves it and I love it. It's a quality product, designed and made in the US, about $100. So everything else is from a company that's called Hyperlite, and they sell Anchor parts. So Hyperlite, they started dealing with these the plastics and the different kind of kits. So we just put this quarter throttle on today. What this essentially does is it eliminates the return cable, and it also makes it a little bit a shallower pull. So it's not, you don't have to go quite so far to get all the power out of it. So you can really kind of juice it whenever you want to. Pretty cool. It came with everything. It was a real easy swap. Everything else, the plastics, the skid plate, the swing arm guard, all Anchor products. So I really like that they're offering these types of products for what is essentially known as a trail machine, right? That's what these bikes are really kind of sold as. You'll also notice the upgraded plastics. He's kind of eliminated all the white. Again, Hyperlite strikes again. So red number plate, red fender. He's got this protection here, this skid plate. And check this out, guys. Skid plate with linkage guard. So awesome. I absolutely love this stuff. So that's pretty much it. That's the upgraded parts. You know, he added a little pull strap on the back. Oh, how could I forget? The upgraded pegs, Chiron pegs. So these are pegs made for a Chiron. If you guys don't know, those are the electric hybrid dirt bike bicycles that they sell. So that pretty much wraps it up for the mods. Let's go for a quick ride. So obviously this bike is set up for Chad and not me, but I'm gonna wisp around here in a decent fashion, just because I came off my Beta 300, so I am definitely not used to a Honda 4-stroke like this. I always like doing a pivot turn here because you can't quite make that. Like I've said before, guys, this bike is really fun. It's a fun machine that handles well. The center of gravity is in a good spot. Really fun bike. What you get for the money is, it's almost unbeatable. And the power, man, this thing pulls so well. As you guys remember my first review, that was one of the things that I really lauded about this bike, is though, even though it's a air-cooled, quote, trail bike, it really is. See if I can hit this. Oh, look at that turning radius. That turning radius may be a little bit better than my 300. Yeah. It's grunty. As I've said before, if I had one major complaint, let's see if I can get over this log with ease. One major complaint about this bike, it would be the brakes. That would absolutely be my complaint. It just doesn't have a lot of bite in the brakes, which I suppose you could probably upgrade. Maybe look for a CRF master cylinder, or a CR rather, a motocross version, or something like that. This thing is so much fun. Woo! The suspension is doing really well. I'm so impressed, as I was the first time I reviewed this thing. I also really like the quarter throttle. Allows me to get to wide open so much easier. All right, let's try this one more time. Let's see if we can do a better pivot turn than that. Oh, ain't gonna do it that way. A little bit better. Stay on it. So yeah, the quarter throttle allows me to get a little bit of snap, which I really, really like. So let's take a little bit different path. I'm not going to take it on my complete hard enduro loop, but I will take it up some of this little bit more technical stuff. Yeehaw. Awesome. This bike really does have the best of a lot of worlds. Yeah, I should rephrase that. It's really good in a lot of worlds. This thing will probably not do anything super well except one critical piece, and that is this bike will probably outlive us all. It's an air-cooled, fuel-injected Honda made in the 2019 era. Yeah. How could you really ask for anything more for a fun trail machine that has some performance too? I mean, how cool. So if I was to own this bike, which honestly I kind of want to buy one now, if I was to own it, brakes would be the first thing that I would address. Absolutely, without a doubt, brakes would be the first thing I would address. This is my little trials area. Let's see if we can get it up on the trial step up. I may flip this. I told Chad I wouldn't mess this bike up. No problem. Totally capable. I do that on my 300. Shoot. The same. It's just as easy, right? This thing is just as easy. So, all right, guys. That wraps it up for the update. Quick review update on the CRF250F. If you were wondering if Chad still loves it, yes, he does. If you're wondering if I still love it, yes, yes I do. All right, guys, you guys get out there, get on two wheels, and ride a dirt bike. Even if it's a sweet trail Honda, get out there and ride it. All right, guys, this is Accelerate once again, signing off.